Hey everybody, so today I have some bad news. Earlier this morning I had my 5th miscarriage, which means that this pregnancy is over. And I just wanted to let you guys know for quite a few reasons. Number one, because like I've said before, just because you get your positive pregnancy test, with a lot of people, that's not the end of the trying to conceive journey. So this is part of that. And I said I'd bring you guys along, good or bad, so here we are. But I also wanted to let you know because I did pre-record Christmas videos. So there's going to be a stocking stuffer video going up tomorrow, and then also a what we got our kids for Christmas on Thursday. So obviously I will be in a very different mood. It'll be a different very kind of video. So there's that. And after that, I am going to be taking a break. I don't know how long, but I'll update you when I know, when I feel like coming back and making videos. I don't know when that will be. So just gonna kind of feel it out. But I did want to let you know that I have pre-recorded videos for this week, and after that I will be taking a break. And I don't know, I'm not gonna do a whole miscarriage story video or anything. I'm just gonna kind of put things here, so if you want to know the details you can watch, and if not, that's basically the gist of everything. But basically 2 nights ago, no, last night, I started to have some pink discharge, but it wasn't really alarming because it was like barely pink. So I was freaking out, but wasn't letting myself like lose it. Didn't go to the doctors or anything because it was just pink. But this morning I was woken up at like 4 a.m. out of a dead sleep because I could feel something else happening. So I went to the bathroom, and sure enough there was bright red blood. So my mom came over to watch the girls while Mark and I went to the ER. We were there for quite a few hours, and they said that my HCG test came back negative. The doctor said that he thinks that this pregnancy has just been done for a while, but my body's been hanging on to it, so basically another missed miscarriage. And I would tell you how far along I am, but I already deleted the apps. As soon as I started bleeding, I just deleted all my apps. So I think I was like 6 weeks and a couple days or something like that. And what I think happened is that my dates were never off. I think that I was 13-15 DPO when I got that faint positive, so things weren't off to a good start to begin with. I think that, you know, the pregnancy test got darker because maybe for a couple of days my HCG was doing what it was supposed to, but probably shortly after it stopped, and my body just tried to hang on to it just like it did the last time, or in May I guess I should say. And today is when it all finally started happening. And yeah, I let my doctors know, and I just got back from doing some blood work with them because the HCG that they did at the emergency room was qualitative, which means it's just a yes or no, like a positive or negative. It doesn't give you the number. So I went and did an HCG quant at my doctor's office along with a couple other tests, and we're just gonna see what those come back as and go from there. From my understanding, it'd be really surprising if my HCG is in positive range with the quant if my qualitative came back as negative, but I've heard stranger things can happen, so we'll just have to see. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be great if I didn't have to go through 8-9 HCG draws over the next 2 months, because that's what my life was like when I had my miscarriage in May. and it made things a lot harder to deal with, waiting for those numbers to come back down to zero. So if I'm already in the negative range, that'd be great in the sense that I don't have to put myself through that, because it is mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausting. So, along with all the other things to do with miscarriage, but I don't know. This time I just feel pretty numb to it. I think I just get upset. Can't even say it. When I think about my husband, I feel like with my first miscarriage in 2013, that took all the innocence right out of pregnancy for me. Like I was done from there. Like I had lost all my innocence when it came to seeing a positive pregnancy test. But that wasn't the case for my husband. Like even though he's been through my side and he's been through just as much as I have, he still somehow kept hope and positivity in everything. But over this past year, we've had 3 miscarriages, and that's a lot. It's a lot to go through. And I feel like every time I see him lose more and more of that, and I hate that. I hate that I can't protect him for that, because I know how it feels, and it's an awful feeling. And I just feel so bad because I feel like it's finally starting to weigh on him too. You know, before it was like, I don't know, I feel like he was just so strong and optimistic for the both of us. But now I can see how it's starting to bring him down as well. And I just hate that. I hate it. So, I know that I had questions in my Q&A about like what was the girls' responses to us telling them that we were pregnant, and we did not tell them. And this is why. I suffer from recurrent pregnancy loss. It's taken away a lot from my husband and I. A lot of, like I said, our innocence and joy around getting a positive pregnancy test is gone. My children are still very innocent, and I plan on keeping it that way. For that reason, we do not tell them, and we probably wouldn't tell them until I was out of the first trimester. It's just too much. It's too much to handle when you're in the situation that we are in. And I don't know. I hate that we're here again. It's exhausting. Like, as familiar as it all is, and you know the steps that everything's gonna take, and you know what's next, and you know what this person's gonna say, and you know what labs have to be done, and what tests have to be run, and you know it all. It's still so exhausting. And I think right now I just kind of feel numb to it, because that's honestly, I think, the only way I can process all this without like breaking down, because it's a lot to go through. So it comes in waves here and there. I get emotional. I am gonna make a post about this on Instagram over the next couple days, because while I was sitting in the hospital bed, you know, I started thinking about telling you guys, and I started second guessing about telling you guys this soon, and thinking about how this is why we used to wait until I was so far along to say anything, because you know, this game of back and forth between we're pregnant, never mind, we're pregnant, never mind, we're pregnant, no we're not, it's exhausting. You know, you feel like the boy who cried wolf, and we know it just as much as it must feel to some people. And I just know so many of you are going to be sad for us and disappointed for us and stuff like that, and I just started second guessing it. But then I realized, like, I think some people need to see that this is other people's path to adding to their family, and as much as it is up and down and back and forth with the news that we give, we're the ones who have to live through this. And that is so much harder. And it might not be fair to tell you I'm pregnant and then tell you that I miscarried and just go through this back and forth. And then disappear for a week, 2 weeks, whatever I need after all that, because I need that time. And it might not be fair, but it's my life. It's my life, and I said I was going to be honest through this. And we said that we were going to bring you along for our journey, and some people's journey looks like infertility. Some people's journey looks like getting pregnant right off the bat and having a healthy baby. And for others, it's getting pregnant a lot and miscarrying a lot. So I just want to share that because I feel like it's honest. I'm sure a lot of people see this and wonder why we're still at it, why we keep doing it, and I'm sure a lot of people think we should take a break or try a different way and stuff like that. And I know that all those people come from good places, but to that I have to say, if you think that we haven't talked about those things, you're wrong. You know, it's a conversation that we have over and over and over again. As many times as we're here, we have that conversation, and it is a general consensus between us two, an agreement, and we both strongly feel this way, that the only thing worse than being here time and time again is not trying whatsoever towards what we've been after for the past year and a half. At the end of the day, my doctors know what I physically can handle. At the end of the day, I know what I can mentally and emotionally handle, and same goes for my husband. And with all those considerations is how we take our steps forward. It's not like we just haphazardly decide to do things. We very much think about them before we do them. And I know that those thoughts and those suggestions probably come from a good place, but no matter what you see on a screen, you're only getting parts of the whole picture. And just know at the end of the day, we're choosing to do what's best by us and our family. It does feel pretty scary moving forward because we do not have any answers for why this keeps happening. If you didn't watch my video, I had a lot of testing done and basically it all came back normal. So the only other thing we can do is to test for male factor things, which we are planning on getting done, but that's a whole process in and of itself, so who knows when that testing will be done and when we get the answers from it, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it's scary moving ahead because we don't know if it's going to take another 5 months to see a positive pregnancy test, or maybe we do get pregnant right away, but then maybe we're right back here. I think it's been a little easier this time because I've taken on some new general roles when I get pregnant. You know, we've agreed that when I do get pregnant, it's not, oh, we're having a baby. It's, I'm pregnant right now. And we just worry each day about being pregnant and trying not to get too ahead of ourselves. I think that helped this time as much as I can. I don't know what else to say. I just wanted to let you guys know, especially before I posted videos where I'm gonna obviously be in a completely different demeanor because I was pregnant and none of this had happened. So I wanted to come on here and share this with you guys, as hard as it is and as much as I hate being here. I hate making these videos. I do. But trying to add to your family is hardly ever an easy thing to do. Sometimes it's easy, but for most people it's not. whatever it might be that they struggle with. They're probably going through a lot. And this just so happens to be our story. And I said I was going to bring you guys along, so yeah, I'm going to thank you ahead of time for all the love and support that I know. I know you guys are awesome. With all the well wishes and prayers and just support you give. So thank you. I need to get off here before I lose it because I was fine before I sat down and started talking to you guys. I can't think of anything else that I need to share right now, so if you want more real life updates, I would suggest following me on Instagram. I'll probably post in my stories quite a bit about what's going on as far as like where I need to go, if I need more HCG draws, ultrasounds, moving forward, when we're allowed to try again, and if we happen to get a lot of that news and a lot of Mark's news at the same time, I might make another trying to conceive update. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, thankfully I have these 2 videos already edited and uploaded, so it's essentially like getting 2 weeks off. So I'm just gonna take these 2 weeks to just be with my family and sort through all this crap again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the Christmas videos. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you are here in the United States. And as always, thanks for watching.